Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Edgeley Park. This time we're playing in the league, not the FA Cup. It's Salford City versus Stockport County. Obviously, last week's game must have had a big impact on both sides. It will give Stockport a lot of confidence, might give Salford a little bit of a knock, but there are changes to the side this afternoon, 4 to be exact. Just wondering how much the midweek cup game against Surland, which Salford won 4-0, had much of an impact. Richie Wellens got a brace in that game, his first couple of goals of the season, as did Matt Warburton, only on the bench this afternoon. There's O'Halloran looking for Richie Wellens, but it's won back by Stockport eventually. Montrose playing it forward for Billy Priestley to challenge Cody Adjayi with, for clearing it up. Jordan Hughes up against Mark Ross, claiming he's been pulled. Referee agrees, so free kick solved, maybe more. Richie Wellens try and drop it into the area behind Stockport defence, but he's picked a gap out for Jordan Hughes to run into. He's got Rich Allen for support, plays it in Scott Burst in the area now on the left hand side, just left, lays it off. Rich Wellens lines it up, goes to the shot and gets in. What a fantastic goal from Richie Wellens, just outside the box, laid up nicely by Salford, just completely caught Stockport unawares, and Salford have the lead after just 6.5 minutes. Joe?
Not particularly. Ross on the other side's got a longer throw, but he's going for it anyway.
Not a bad one in. Simon Grant gets it clear, and Scott Burton helps it upfield. Chris Morley holds it off Jordan Hughes, but Hume's got the right side of him. A lot of space to run into for Jordan Hughes. Support arriving is there in space for Rich Allen, but he's still got lots of space to run into. Jordan Hughes does get it out to Rich Allen on the left hand side, moving into the box up against Ross now. James Hume gets the header. So I think it might take a nick on Chris Morley. Trying to work it out, I think it's more of a 4-3-3 at the moment. Salford, you've got Brad Barnes, Scott Burton, Richie Wellens in the middle, with Craig King on the right, Allen on the left, and Hume down the middle. But I imagine that Hume and Allen particularly will probably switch if they need to. Rich Allen on the ball at the moment, up against Lewis Montrose, gets into Wellens. That's a cute little ball for Allen at the top of the box now, up against Chris Morley. Shifts back onto his left foot, drags the shot. Ben Hinchliffe to his left, got some fingertips on it, it goes out for a corner. But Salford really are looking the most dangerous team in the opening 14-15 minutes here.
Here he comes then, long throw into the box towards Cody Adjayi, towards Jimmy Ball, and again Salford do very well to clear their lines. Michael Clark now though, he went in for 2 50-50s, he's won the first but he lost the second, and now Salford can look to counter-attack. The ball's not the best though. Sam Minahan intercepts and Mepham Walter takes charge, and Salford they're scrapping in that middle, and in the end the ball falls at the feet of Stockport County, and it's Danny Lloyd. Mepham Walter, ball into the box, Stockport there, and Stockport scores! Gary Stockport against his old club, pokes the ball past his old teammate Jay Lynch, and out of nowhere Stockport County are level.
Had to be Stockport in it. Former player coming to Point Zone Club. It was really good cross from Mepham Walter. He thought he might have teed it up, just rolled it along the ground into the area, and Stockport just guided it past Jay Lynch, putting it into the far post.
Now it's going to be a throw that Michael Nottingham will take, and he gives it to Scott Burton. He's got acres of space here, just about 40 yards out, and he'll look to work an opening now. Jimmy Ball's on, he's gone for the shot from far out. In the end, it was always rising, but he was given the space, Will, so he decided to go for it.
Maybe try and nick a goal if they can, going ahead.
Yeah, that would change the half-time team talks of both respective managers quite a lot, and it's Salford who are looking to get that goal before half-time. Now on the edge of the Stockport County area, on the left-hand side of it, Rich Allen plays a nice little ball into Jordan Hughes. He plays it back now towards Wellens, who's looking for space. The shot comes in from Richie Allen, and it's tipped over by Ben Hinchliffe. It was the save that had to be made. It was a good save, but at this point it had gone in. There was also a challenge there from Gary Stockport, wasn't on the edge of the area, that could have been given for a free kick as well, Will. Stockport as well, you say John Marsden, not really fired this season, but last season's top goal scorer, and Scott Spencer's come off the bench a couple of times to good effect, so yeah, the benches will play a part at some point, I'm sure.
Salford settle down to this half now. Hume plays a nice 1-2 with Nottingham, goes to the right footed shot and drags it just wide to the far post. Really good opportunity for the fullback there, bombing forward down the right hand side. 1-2 with Hume, and what was that, inches wider, and FC United have thrown away the lead. It's now 3-3 at home against Salford. Madness that.
Absolutely incredible. You know, we say this match is interesting. I'm curious as to what the FC United Manchester match is.
Definitely, it's not too far away. Nottingham heads it down into the path for Hume. Hume right-footed shots, and I think that took a nick off the post. Just on its way through, it was really good improvisation from Jordan Hume to get the shot off. A long throwing team. This one does go short. Scott Burton back out to O'Halloran. Now Halloran gets it to Burton. Burton with a good cross into the back post. Craig King was waiting for it, but it's caught and held by Ben Hinchliffe, who gets it clear upfield immediately. Simon Grant heading it in the middle into no man's land. Brad Barnes picks it up though, gets it out to the left hand side for Richie Wellens. Wellens, what can you do with this one? Goes it into Hume. Hume at the top of the box, gets it out to Allen on the left. Allen puts it in across the face of goal. And no one there against Salford Salford. Craig King waits at the back post, just too far in front of Jordan Hughes to get a touch in. But after his thrown's been taken, and he does go short at the end. Ross taking on Rich Hand, trying to get towards the byline. Scott Burton gets there just before Jimmy Ball can get in the area, and over his head clears it. Smalley putting it back in. But it's surprising, isn't it, given the impact that he had last week, that Lloyd's not had that much say.
Yeah, he's been trying to get into the game. He started on the left and he's been on the right at times centrally. He's just been trying to work away into the game, and he just hasn't been able to do it. But that's all credit to Salford's defence.
Stephen O'Halloran under pressure from Jimmy Ball, concedes a corner. The ball came in, it's taken quickly. Danny Lloyd crosses it in. On his right hand, it falls to Cartwright. Cartwright from the penalty spot slots in his first goal on his first game for Stockport County, and the Hatters have the lead. Absolute calamitous defending from the Ammies there. Jay Lynch is down in a heap, but Cartwright makes the most of it, completely free. Sorts home and Stockport over ahead here. Physical fitness levels, Salford a very fit side, but so a County, and you just got to see how it's going to play.
Yeah, and a man on loan, Luke Clark on loan at Curzon Ashton Will, I believe. He's just been replaced there as well, so he's getting some game time, or as their Twitter feed says, like Clark, but I'm presuming that's Luke. Oh, and that's a hefty challenge from Simon Grant. He gets the ball though, the referee says play on, and eventually a little shove on Montrose ends up a free kick. Will you like that challenge?
That's a great challenge. That's what you want to see from your captain, to be honest. He knew that if Lloyd gets past him, then they're in trouble, and I think he's done really well just to put his body on the line, timed it really well. And he's only a little guy anyway, Danny Lloyd. He seems to be all right, but I think that's what Salford missed. If that was Billy Priestley or Harry Worley, like, they're good defenders, but I don't think they've got the confidence to put that sort of challenge in, whereas Grandy knows what he's doing, using all his experience to stop that attack there.
Another goal between the Alfreton and FC United, and it's Luke Ashford of FC United, so it's 4-3 now in that game. I mean, we did expect goals with Alfreton involved, but I'm not going to say that's the end of that one. I'm sure there'll be a couple more there before the end of that game. We'll keep you up to date with as many scores as we can as we focus on the last final 10 minutes here. Here comes Stockport County with Lewis Montrose. There's a wrestling match in the middle of the pitch now. Danny Lloyd and a Salford player down as well. It's Simon Grant there down on the floor with Danny Lloyd grappling with each other, and Will reckons it's going to be a red card apiece here. It was more like something you'd see in the WWE ring than you will in a football pitch. The full Nelson was holders, and both teams actually came in, and a brawl didn't ensue, but it could have done. And
yellow card apiece.
Yellow card apiece from the referee. Simon Grant with a few boos from the home fans as he picks up the ball. Out to the right hand side to Michael Nottingham. He plays it there, and here comes Salford now looking to thread this through, and it's Nottingham. And back to King. King looking to get away from Cartwright. He gets a cross, and it's not the best of cross, but it's right at the other edge of the area now with O'Halloran. O'Halloran recycles, and he looks to link up with Mike Phoenix now. Back to goal, looking to turn Ross and get a shot in. He gets a shot in, and it's just over the bar. And he did very well there, Zarah, to get a shot away, and it was one that Hinchcliffe wasn't quite sure about, was he, in the Stockport goal? There we go, and unsurprisingly, Will, against his former club, Gary Stockport wins the home sponsors man of the match.
Yeah, by far and away he's been the best player on the pitch for Stockport. He's, like Richie Wellens was in the first half of Salford, he's really pulled the strings to stop forward. Obviously got the equaliser, which is the big thing for him. Thoroughly deserved it. I'd probably give him man of the match for Stockport. For Salford, I'll have a think.
And speaking of Stockport, he's here again inside the box, pulls it back, the shot blocks there. John Marsden from about 8 yards out, the ball pulled back to him. If that doesn't get blocked, Will, that's 3-1 and game over, isn't it? 4 minutes time added on, just been added now, and I think a fair result. You said it earlier in the half, Will, and I think it still stands. A fair result from this probably would be a draw, but at the moment County have put away their chances and Salford haven't.
Salford looking for it. Warburton switching the place to the right hand side to Craig King. He's got a lot of space to run into, being closed down by John Marston at the moment. Plays it into Brad Barnes. Barnes with the first time ball in. Nottingham brings it down. Phoenix on the edge of the area trying to work some space, tries to backfield it through Montrose's legs, but Montrose comes away with it. Skips past the chance. Scott Burton, referee says play on. Jim Gannon not happy. They're realising the advantage is being played. Jimmy Ball down the left hand side against Simon Grant, cuts the side of him, still going. Jimmy Ball plays it into Marston, plays the 1-2, leaves it behind him. Brad Barnes slides in, gets it clear. Nottingham coming from an offside position, and this time the foul is given. Referee flags, and I imagine it's going to be a yellow card for Scott Burton for that challenge on Lewis Montrose. I think we're the only game still going. Full-time whistle from the referee, and it's a big win for Stockport County this afternoon, coming from behind. They've won 2-1. Salford took the lead early on through Richie Wellens, but equalised from Gary Stockport, and the winner in the second half on his debut from Max Cartwright gives County all 3 points.